Wagyu Khalsa, Wagyu Fateh. Welcome to You Can, Inspiration for Life, with me, Jag Singh. Do you ever suffer from anxiety and stress? Do you want to expand your existing business or maybe even open your own business? Do you want to find that ideal soul partner, but no matter how much you try, you can't? So did I. At the age of 22, I walked into a London bookstore and I purchased a book called Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. My life was never the same again. I'm privileged to say that today I'm joined by the internationally renowned motivational speaker, Harry Singha, who has been involved and serving with Tony Robbins for the last 20 years. Harry is a very popular and respected individual within the leadership sector who has shared the stage with Sir Richard Branson, Lord Alan Sugar, President Bill Clinton, Deepak Chopra and Anthony Robbins himself. Harry is best known for his lifetime of service to youth leadership. Harry is a proud husband and father who has himself at the forefront of all that he does. Harry believes that highest form of leadership is service leadership, and that leadership is not a role, it is a lifestyle. Harry, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Eddie.
Harry, please tell me more about your foundation and what you do, please.
Wow. Well, my foundation is where I managed to bring all the things together, everything that we've learned from those guys that you've listed about leadership, and then for young people, where what you've already said, that we believe that leadership is a role, not a life. It's not a role, it's a lifestyle. So you don't have to be a certain age, you don't have to have a certain title, it's something you can do straight away. Why? Because we believe leadership is service.
Brilliant.
And as a Punjabi, it's a Sikh, it's seva.
Brilliant.
And seva is something you do in a moment, you can do every day, and we believe the highest level of leadership is service leadership. So you start from self-leadership all the way to service leadership. So I create a foundation where we take those leadership skills to young people. We take 200 young people on a 6-day residential.
Wow.
And these 200 people come from all around the world. And then we bring the best speakers in topics of emotions, wealth, relationships, health, and even the main speakers are all about service and contribution. So my foundation is where I spend most of my time, where everything I do, it links to that, because for me it's about inspiring those young people to be leaders of today, not tomorrow.
Perfect. Excellent. Wow. Harry, please do share your experience of speaking with so many well-known figures around the world.
Yeah, you was listing a few. As you list them, I still sometimes I've got to pinch myself. But at the same time, I want to say before I go into that, it's when I get introduced on a stage and say I've spoken with Richard Branson and people like that, as grateful as I am, my number one value is still what you said right at the end. You've done your homework on me quite well. My wife and my children are my highest value and success. And we all have different values of success.
Perfect.
But to answer your question, I was like you. I left home, when I say like, we have a different story and a similar story, and I found out we're from the same area of London, right?
Yeah.
I left home at the age of 15, and I could have gone destructive or constructive. I decided I wanted to serve. And I read The Awaken the Giant Within at a young age, and I knew that I wanted to use the tools to help other people. And I was never looking out for myself. Because I thought, if I'm busy and I'm helping, then I don't have to worry about my stuff. And I was the most angriest kid from the age of 15 to 25, even though I was helping so many people. I'd been on so many different events, but it wasn't until I attended an event like with Anthony Robbins, and he taught me about immersion learning, where you're in the room, you have to do it. And I mean, the viewers that can be watching, there's a type of people that read a book and it says, on the next chapter, do this exercise before you go on to the next page. And people go to the next page, right?
Yeah. It gets involved.
Or they listen to an audio that says, turn this off now and do the exercise and then I'll be back. And they just carry on listening. What that means is we can switch things off. We can turn the page. But when you're in a live audience, you've got to do the work.
You've got to do the work,
So it wasn't until a period of time I got there and I went to I was so hungry for knowledge. I was learning from the spiritual teachers, I was learning from the motivational speakers. I got leadership training from Vice President Al Gore.
Wow.
And I went there with one thing. I want to take what they have and I want to go and teach young people. And as I was going through the sector, there was an organization called Success Resources. And Success Resources are the company, they're like the leading events company on the planet. And they're the type of people, they're the ones that bring Tony Robbins to the UK, Robert Kiyosaki, and people like that, T. Harv Eker. So I have always grown, my thing is about building relationships.
Yeah.
On the way up,
Yeah.
look after people and serve. Keep server at the front.
Wow.
Because then on the way down, and there will be downs, that's when people look after you. So when you ask my experience of speaking with those speakers, at first I went in as a learner, and I'm still a learner. But I was blessed. Always. I have an acronym called LIFE, Learning and Improving Forever. And then I got to share the stage with these people. And learning from them and sharing the stage with them gives you an element of humility. But you realize that none of them want you to be them. They want you to do your own thing.
Yes, right, yeah.
So I am ultimately blessed and grateful for an organisation like Success Resources where I was a customer and now I get to support them in return by, I travel around the world and I promote Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within, T. Harv Eker's Millionaire Mind, and I do that for that organisation because not only did they give me a gift as a learner, they've also given me the opportunity to share the stage with the guys. But when I'm sharing the stage with those people, this may sound like as if I'm not so grateful. It isn't about me with them. It's about how we're then impacting the people that we're serving. So, as much as it is an honour, I'm still learning from them, but I get to pitch and catch with them as well.
Excellent, Harry. Thanks for that. Harry, when I started my first job as a financial consultant, a guy there called Ben said to me, you need to change. Obviously, the past had had its impact on me, and he said, you need to change. I said, well, how am I going to change? He goes, you're in a sales job, you're not good, you're crap. I said, well, how can I get better? He said, buy this book. A book can change me? I said to myself. He said, yeah, it'll change you. And this guy was at the top. We had these little pegs, and he would be at the top salesman every week. I was somewhere down there. I went and bought the book, and I thought, no, I'm going to give this an effort. I'm going to make an effort at this. I'm going to go into it. And in 6 weeks, I saw the peg move up. It was miraculous. I couldn't believe it. And within 6 weeks, I was the top salesman of the company. I'd only been for 6 weeks. The big boys were looking at me. And it was and you'd see them come in the office, they'd sit down, have a cup of coffee, have a little chat about the weekend. I was on the phone, bang, 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 sales. And I thought, wow, this is real? I couldn't believe that this had actually revolutionised my life. I mean, at the end of the day, I found that my life had changed for the better. One of my uncles, Harry, what he said was, he found a book lying about, and he said to me, what's this you're reading? And I said, oh, it's a self-help book. It's going to help me. Nah, you don't want to do that. I said, why have I got to lose? If I read this book and I learn something out of it, what have I got to lose? If I don't, I don't. No, all these people want to do is make money out of you. All they want to do is take your money and run. And do you know what, Harry? That motivated me to read the book more. And not only that book, I went and expanded over every Anthony Robbins, especially when I see that peg going up at the same time. I went to Jim Rohn and I went to Brian Tracy. I mean, it just got crazy.
Because what you said there, there's a couple of things. One is, I don't know whether it is about the Punjabi community or so on, we all got an uncle that will, or an auntie that will come and say, don't do this, better, it's not right for you. I mean, at the age of 23, I had companies in 3 continents.
Three continents?
In 3 continents, in the USA, excellent. In Africa, here in Europe. And I remember being at home and, we have a family thing and I'm with my mum and uncle, and he came and said to me, have you got a job yet? And I said, no, uncle. And I couldn't finish my sentence. It was, no, uncle. And all he heard was, no, he hasn't got a job. And he would go, I'll get you a job. Come and see me Monday, we get to the post office.
No, post office.
And I thought, I'll let him just ride with that. And for years, this uncle thought I was unemployed and wasn't doing anything. But you've got to realise is when someone says to you, don't read this, don't go for that, it's not because they're being vicious or malicious at all. They care for you. And the challenge we've got is people tend to have a certain predicted rule of what is best for you. You know,
set in their ways, kind of thing. Yeah.
Mum was about you must get married and, you know, settled and, you know, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
That's still true, by the way, from
yeah.
happy wife. But then you get, say, your father and something, it would be like you have to have a business, you have to have a job, you have to make... And they go, that's what happiness will equal. Mm-hmm. The challenge is many of us have a different perception of what that is. Yeah. And so first of all, let's be clear that when people say to you, don't go there, they're doing it for the best interest for you. Wow. You're different to many people. Some people would just go, okay, you're right, uncle, auntie, sorry, we won't, you know, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Because you're elder than me, you know better, I'll follow your instructions.
And here's the second part of what you said. Knowledge and reading a book is not what's going to make all the difference. Because we hear knowledge is power. You've heard knowledge is power. All the viewers have heard knowledge is power. Knowledge is the basis of it. You could have had the book, and you could have had someone else have the book, but you took action with the book. You applied it. You went step by step because you followed the actions. You were what we call immersed in it. Yeah. That's why people that read books, listen to audios, they may never get it, but when you're forced to do it, whatever it takes, because the gift that I want to give you and the viewers is this: knowledge is strategies.
Listen to this, guys. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Listen to this.
Knowledge is strategies. But without what you had was the mindset. So if you think the strategies are about 20%, anything you want to do, whether you want to lose weight, you want to grow your business, you want to improve your relationships, or you even want to have more spirituality in your life, you can read a book or listen to someone, anybody, you can listen to a guru who say, right, here's what you must do. That's the strategy. But 80% is your mindset. The story. Like if you had a story that said, never going to be a businessman. I'm from East London. I can't even speak English properly. Or I can't speak Punjabi properly. Whatever it is, if you've got a story that tells you you can't do, it doesn't matter about the strategy. But the biggest thing on mindset is how you manage your emotions.
Excellent.
Which is what came through that. So I want you to understand is giving people books or taking a book is the start of the journey. It has to start.
Yes, that's right.
But I want to turn around and say this is, when people do come to people and say, don't do this, don't get angry with them. You sort of said, I'm going to use that as inspiration to go and do it.
I did, on inspiration, yes.
Whatever it takes, I would turn around and say, you know what, be grateful that that person cares about you with that much energy. It's just not their model of the world.
Exactly. It's a different generation, different time. The thing is, Harry, Anthony Robbins' books and all the motivational books I've read, didn't only help me when I was 22 doing the sales thing. You know, as life goes on, you put them aside and you start doing other things, then all of a sudden you get a bang. Something else happened in my life. Yeah. Guess where I went? I went back to the books.
Right.
Made it better. Again, a few years passed and I was okay and everything's going all right. A bang, something else would happen. It's like, oh my God, my life's full of... The books will come out. Each and every time I have any challenging moment in my life, I've gone back, read those books, the Brian Tracy's, the Jim Rohns, the Tony Robbins, and thank you to you guys. It's like miraculous. I've survived and I've got through that challenge. Yeah. It was so amazing. Is there a website that the people can, the Seek viewers can contact to get information?
Yeah, I mean,
on your forthcoming attractions or anything?
Well, this is it. The company's Success Resources.
Yep.
That's how we managed to connect as well for them. I spoke with the organisers and said, look, I'm passionate to do a show.
Because I'm sure some of you guys out there would like to go to these seminars and see what these guys, you can check it on Google and see what you can get out of it, like me and Harry have. Sorry, Harry.
That's right. It's not just about... It's not about my shows or things like that. Of course, I want people to come on our programs, but I want to give the viewers the journey you had, you know, whether it's Tony or all of these. And my relationship with the company Success Resources allows them to offer people a great deal, because I agreed to come here because this is the Seek channel. Yeah. You know, for me, this is me making sure my mum's happy. Right?
You've got to make mum happy, man.
You know, at the end of the day, we're all busy, we all have a schedule, but I was committed to be here. And to be here and add value, there is a site, there is a link where we've got a whole host of programs, because there's different programs for different people. Those people that want mindset for business and so on, there's a program, Millionaire Mind with T. Harv Eker.
Okay.
right? And there's Tony Robbins' own one, Business Mastery. These are all happening.
Now, Business Mastery, I've heard a lot about. That is great stuff. Would you just tell me a bit more about Business Mastery?
This is Tony's flagship program now, right? So Tony realizes that what's happening around the world, people are getting squeezed emotionally. They're being forced to become emotionally intelligent. And that's where UPW and those programs help people with emotional intelligence. But he also realizes people are becoming financially intelligent just because austerity and things like that. But then they go to their parents to learn about how to make money or business, and it's not working. They go to lecturers in university on how to...
You can only share the education you have. You can only share the education you have,
yeah. So Tony made a commitment that, you know what, he wants to start educating people. You know, his new book, Money, right, it's there. But Business Mastery is his elite program. 4.5 days with a couple of hundred people with Tony. If you want to do that, those are there. And in that link, where Success Resources, they've got a great deal for everybody that's a viewer from the Seek channel. But the Millionaire Mind Intensive with T. Harv Eker is one that really works. It's a 2-day program with lots of people, and you really want to get there because it's wealth psychology is, you know, and Millionaire Mind isn't just about money.
Perfect.
It's about abundance and things like that you want to do. Because remember, I've said 80% is mindset, the rest is strategies. And if you want to model the best, you'll go and do that. Right?
Okay, so let me just recap for all the viewers out there. Harry is offering a special deal to the Seek channel viewers. If you contact the Seek channel, we'll give you the site, we'll give you the address to contact.
I can give you the site right now.
Yeah, sorry,
the site is on my name. So it's harrysingha.com // Seek channel. We kept it nice and easy.
Okay,
So harrysingha.com / Seek channel.
Excellent.
And on there, I've done an extra bonus. The book that I wrote on how to turn your worst days into best days.
Wow.
Every person that, you know, comes through, because that site is just for the people watching here. They can get a free copy of my book, the e-copy of my book.
Brilliant. Thank you very much,
Below that
Harry.
has the list of it. There is a women's conference in July.
Okay.
It's called, you know, the program they do, National Achievers Congress. It's called Women's Achievers Congress. Okay. So this is where Kim Kiyosaki, Robert Kiyosaki's wife, is headlining it. About 10, 15 other amazing women. So there are specific programs.
And this can all be found in that link,
It's all on that link. If they go there, they'll go and get that. But, you know, on the link, I've also put a telephone number. Because some people, you know, have difficulty with getting on links. Just phone the number and just mention Seek Channel. Okay, and they will give you the discount codes and things like that. And they'll take care of you.
Excellent. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Now, let's just talk about the coal walk. The walk that Tony Robbins does. Yeah. I understand Oprah Winfrey's done it and a few other people have done it. I mean, how amazing is that?
Yeah, he calls it the fire walk experience. Okay. So you got people walking across 2,000 degrees of burning coal. So when I heard the coal that you have on a barbecue, let's say around the floor, right? But let's get clear that it's not about walking on coals.
That's it.
It's the metaphor, right? And the metaphor is this in life. Some people are struggling financially, and they don't know how they're going to pay for food or bills. Some people are struggling with relationships, and they don't know whether to stay or whether they're not in a relationship, they want to be in a relationship. Every one of us have got some sort of challenges, and to me it's like, I want people to realise that walking across fire is a metaphor. It's a metaphor for how you handle fear. So when you've got coal in front of you that's 2,000 degrees, part of you is thinking, can this possibly happen?
Yeah, exactly.
And the title of your show is You Can. That firewalk exercise is all about them taking on the mindset I can.
Wow.
Because if you can overcome all of the, which is fear. If you can overcome that fear and walk across fire and celebrate, your mind says, you know what? That fear I've got about investing or making money, or that fear I've got about speaking out about my relationship or anything like that, that fear I've got about, shall I say this to my child or not?
Yeah. Harry, I'll tell you one thing, we could talk forever. Listen, we've got 5 minutes left, very quickly, I'd just like to say, viewers out there, if you want to check out the coal walk, you can look on Tony Robbins' website as well and check that out.
He's coming back in the UK next year in April.
Okay, so we'll have to work something out with Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, really listen to this and watching this, thank you very much for what you've done. Harry, I'd like you one more time to give out the link to the Seek channel viewers, please.
It's my name, harrysingha.com. It's harrysingha.com /Seek channel. And on there, you get the free copy of the book, and you'll get all the list of all the opportunities that you have to go and attend all those events.
Excellent, perfect. So, for you guys out there, mindset and strategies, the only way to educate yourself and go forward is to learn more. And like Harry Singha has come down today and very nicely shared with us the opportunity to listen to what he has got to offer to everyone out there. Him, Success Resources, Tony Robbins, everyone out there, thank you very much. Harry, thank you so much for coming down today. There's one more thing, Harry, before we go. You say that your pride and your joy and your first thing is your family. And that to me means everything. I have to agree with you when you say that, because everything I've done and about to do in my life will be for my family. Family comes first, so take care of your family more than anything. Also, the lifestyle that you have now, I understand it could be very hectic at times, is that right?
I call it happy busy.
Because I've tried to catch Harry a few times on the phone, and he's here and he's there, and it gets a little bit hectic. I mean, how do you organise? How do you plan? Do you start in the morning and say, right, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, and just follow it through?
Well, the CEO of our home is my wife.
Okay.
That's first and foremost.
Okay. Oh, excellent.
And I have a lot of amazing people in a team that we play what we call level 3.
Okay.
Level 1 is where you go in a relationship and it's all about you and what you can get.
Okay.
Level 2 is where we have a contract. I give you this, you give me that.
Perfect.
But it's still conditional. If you don't give me my thing, you can forget your thing. But level 3 is when you make the other person's needs yours. And for me, I'm busy serving the people who are serving our people.
Wow.
So I'm busy playing with my daughter. I'm busy taking time with my son.
I like that.
I'm busy
Perfect.
having a date with my wife. That's
Perfect.
where I'm busy. But if you say that to other people, it's like, oh, no, you're not really busy. I will schedule time for me, for my family,
totally
and
agree.
then everything else goes with it. And I'm blessed that I've created a life where I can... People sometimes introduce me as the guy that does what he wants, when he wants, where he wants. I'd say, as great as that sounds, if you're a parent, that is not true. Right?
Excellent.
But what is true is I don't have to do the things I don't want to. So if I'm busy, it's because I choose to be busy. And I think when you have a purpose, like you said, if everything is built around who you want to serve, then you must stay busy.
Excellent.
You must stay busy, but it's a happy busy, that's what I call it.
Harry, I'd just like to say thank you so much for coming down. And you viewers out there, please look into Harry's link and you will find some great stuff, great discounts, only for the Seek channel viewers. Harry, I'd like to invite you along again soon and we can chat and talk about a few more techniques out there. What I'd like to say is thank you out there for joining us on You Can, and don't forget, inspiration for life. Whereas believe in yourself, love each other, you're all special out there. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.